Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today I came here to teach you one very interesting questions. As you can see here, ABCD is a rectangle. ABCD is a rectangle in which the sides AE is given 7 and the sides ED is given 24 and the sides BF is given 15, and it is asked to find the length of AB. So how can we find the length of AB? If you wanna try these questions, then give it a try. Whenever you are ready, keep watching. Now, how can we find the length of AB? So, to find the length of AB, what we do first? We do construction. We can have here construction. Construction. What we have done here? I have constructed a line FG perpendicular to BC and another line FH perpendicular to AD. So I have constructed two lines here, FG and FH. FG is perpendicular to BC and FH is perpendicular to AD. Now what we do here, we will be finding the length of AD first. In the triangle, you can see in the right angle triangle AED. AED is a right angle triangle. As you can see here, AED is a right angle triangle because here is 90-degree angle. Okay, so in this right angle triangle, this sides AE sides is already given, ED sides is also given here 24. So I think we can easily have the length of AD sides, okay, by using the Pythagoras theorem. So I'm going to use the Pythagoras theorem. So AD sides is equal to, we will have here root of AE sides whole square plus ED sides whole square. Okay, now AD is equal to, what is the length of AE? AE is here, it is given 7 here, so 7 whole square plus ED is given 24, so 24 whole square. Now AD is equal to 7 whole square means it's a 49 plus 24 whole square means it's a 576. Now AD is equal to, if we will add them, then we will have here, I think 965 625, and the square root of 625 is 25 here. Therefore, as you can see here, the sides AD we got here 25. Okay, and if the sides AD is 25, then the sides BC also will be 25 because the opposite sides of rectangles are equal. So we can have here BC is equal to AD is equal to 25. Well, again I am going to take a right angle triangle BCF. See the right angle triangle BCF. BCF is a right angle triangle. As you can see, here is 90-degree angle. Yes, here is 90-degree angle. Therefore, it is a right angle triangle. So here also we can use the Pythagoras theorem to find the length of CF. So CF is equal to, we can find here easily that CF is equal to root over hypotenuse means we have a BC. So BC whole square minus, and then after BF whole square. Okay, BF whole square. So CF is equal to BC1 value we got here. BC1 value we got here 24, sorry 25. So 25 whole square minus BF1 value we have here 15. So 15 whole square. So CF is equal to 25 whole square means it's a 625 minus 15 whole square means it's a 225. So if we do subtractions here, then we will have here, after subtractions we will have here 400. Okay, and the square root of 400 is equal to, it's a 20. So we got the value of CF. Okay, we got the length of CF here 20. Now what triangle BCF is similar with triangle FGC. As you can see, these two triangles are similar. How? Look here, BCF, these triangles, and FGC, these triangles are similar. How it becomes similar? As you can see here, in these two triangles, in triangle BCF and FGC, this angle is equal to, we have this angle because both are right angle here, and this angle is common angle because this is the common angle in both triangles, you can see here. And then after, the remaining angles will be equal here, therefore this angle is equal to, we do have here this angle. So it's all three angles are equal to each other, therefore these two triangles becomes similar here. So now we can use the properties of similar triangles. The properties of similar triangle is corresponding sides are proportional. So we will proportionate the corresponding sides. So what is the corresponding side? Corresponding sides of this is BC by CF is equal to BF by FG is equal to another corresponding side is here CF by GC. So these are the corresponding sides. Okay, these are the corresponding sides and they are proportional to each other. So now the length of BC we got here, as you can see 25, so we will put its value 25 by CF1 value we have got here 20 is equal to BF is equal to we do have given 15 by FG it is asked to find, we need to find this. Okay, so FG is not given here, so FG remains same, FG by CF is here you can see 20 by GC is not given, GC it is asked to find, it is we need to find this GC. Okay, now to find the FG we will be taking these first two relations. So while taking these two relations we will have here directly we can cross multiply them. Okay, so 25 into FG means 25 FG is equal to 15 into 20. Okay, so I have taken these two relations, okay, and I have cross multiplied them. So FG is equal to, now finally we can have here 15 into 20 divided by 25, because if we send this 25 to this side then it will be in the form of division. So now as we can see, I think these both numerators and denominators are being cancelled by 5. 3 5s are 15 and 5 5s are 25, and then 5 4s are 20. So FG is equal to, we got here 3 4s are 12. FG is equal to, we got here 12. Okay, and then again we will be taking the other two relations, and that is first and third to find the length of GC. Okay, so GC is equal to 25 by 20 is equal to 20 by GC. So 25 times GC is equal to, we do have here 20 into 20, or GC is equal to 20 into 20 divided by 25. So 4 5s are 20, 5 5s are 25, 5 4s are 20. So GC is equal to 4 into 4. So 4 into 4 means GC is equal to, we got here 16. GC is equal to, we got 16, and but as you can see in the figure, GC sides and HD sides will be equal, or DH side will be equal here, because opposite sides of a rectangle, again we do have one rectangle. So GC sides and HD sides will be equal here. So GC sides is equal to HD sides is equal to 16. Both are 16. Okay, and FG is equal to, I have already got here that 12. Now actually we need to find the length of FH. We need to find the length of FH. After finding the length of this, okay, FH, we will add FG and FH. Okay, and that will be equal to the length of AB. So how to find the length of FH? Again you can see these two triangles are similar. Triangle AED and triangle FHD, these two triangles are similar. As you can see, here is 90-degree angle, so here is also 90-degree angle. Okay, and this angle will be common angle here. This is the common angle in both triangles. So this angle is equal to this angle, and this is common angle in both triangles, and the remaining angle, this angle is equal to this angle. So these two triangles becomes similar. So again we can use the properties of similar triangles here. Okay, let's see. These two triangles are similar. Triangle AED is equal to, sorry, is similar with similar triangle FHD. Look here, triangle AED and triangle FHD, these two triangles are similar. How they become similar, I have already told before. So while using the properties of similar triangles, the properties of similar triangles is the corresponding sides are proportional. So we are going to proportionate their corresponding sides. So the corresponding sides are here AD by FD is equal to, other corresponding sides are here FH by, sorry, FH not, sorry, AE other corresponding sides is here AE by FH is equal to, and the other corresponding sides is here ED by HD. Okay, this is given. So AD is equal to, we have 7 by FD isn't given here, FD isn't given here, so FD remains same. Now AE is equal to, we have here AE is equal to, as you can see, AE is 7, sorry, AD is 25. So as you can see, AD is equal to, we have given here 25. AD we have already found before. Yes, AD is equal to 25. So AD is equal to 25 by FD we don't have here, so I have written here FD is equal to, AE is here, AE is here 7, as you can see. So 7 by FH isn't here, FH isn't here, so FH is same, FH is equal to ED is here 24 by HD is equal to, we have already found here HD is equal to 16. You can see here HD is equal to 16. So I'm going to put its value here, HD is equal to 16. So actually we need to find the value of FH. Okay, so I'm going to take these two relations, that first, second and third. So taking second and third, then we do have here 7 by FH is equal to 24 by 16, or while cross multiplying them we will have here 24 times FH is equal to 16 into 7, or FH is equal to, it's a 16 into 7 divided by 24. Now we will cancel them. So 4 4s are 16 and 6 4s are 24. So FH is equal to, it's being 7 4s are 28 by 6, or again we can cancel it by 2. So 14 2s are 28 and then 3 2s are 6. So FH is equal to, it's being 14 by 3. FH is equal to, it's become 14 by 3. Now actually we need to find the length of AB. So AB is equal to, we can say that HG, or that HG is equal to FH plus FG. Yes, you can see in the figure, AB, the length of AB is equal to HG. Okay, and then HG is equal to FH plus FG, okay. So FH plus FG is equal to HG and HG is equal to AB. So FH1 value I have already got here, that 14 by 3. So 14 by 3 plus FG1 value we have already found here. Where was the value of FG1 value was here 12. As you can see here is 12, as FG1 value is 12. So we'll put its value here. So FG1 value is 12, so we will put here 12. Now we'll be taking the LCM of 3 and 1. So after taking the LCM of 3 and 1, it will be 3. The LCM of 3 and 1 will be 3 here, and then 14 is same here. 14 plus 12 3 is 36. 36 plus 14, it becomes, I think, 50 divided by 3. 50 divided by 3. So now 50 divided by 3 means, actually if we do divide this 50 by 3, then we do have here 3. After dividing this 50 by 3, we will have here 16.67. So this is the length of AB. So in this way we can find the length of AB. I hope this is very helpful for you guys. So thanks for watching my videos. Thank you so much.